Welcome back to Open Minded. Today I'm joined by my mother. We're going to explore her mind and her relationship with exercise. So, just to begin with, Mum, do you feel like exercise makes you a better person?
Um, it makes you function better as a person. I wouldn't say just doing exercise makes you a better person, but it does help uh, mentally if you're busy. Obviously, it helps your health, which is the number one reason why you do exercise, really. Um, so it can make you a better person, or make you present as a better person because you're more likely to be um, calmer, physically more well, and mentally a little bit more stable, I suppose.
And I know that running and gym class and open water swimming are some of your like main forms of exercise. Why do you enjoy open water swimming? Because the thought of jumping into some really cold water isn't quite enjoyable for some people.
Well, I don't swim like massive distances. In summer, when it's warmer, might do a lap of the lake, but it's it's the science behind the cold water, and that does help mentally. So, jumping into cold water, your stress response just goes to dealing with the cold. So anything else that's in your mind disappears temporarily, and so it is kind of it's a bit like a mental cleanse. So you jump into the cold water, and yes, it's you get used to it. It's really I struggle now. No, I don't struggle. I wear a wetsuit. It's not like I'm going in just a swimming costume. But it doesn't feel as bad. I mean, sometimes you go in. I remember one February we went in and it was really cold, and you felt it was a little bit like on the edge of your comfort zone. But generally, it's cold, but you get used to it. And obviously, you wear the stuff. I've got really good gloves to keep my hands warm. Um, but it is just that going into the cold, that Wim Hof mentality, go into the cold or the cold will come
you, you,
to
you
you.
mentioned about the comfort zone, and that made me ask when you're doing open water swimming and you're putting yourself out of your comfort zone by going into cold water, does that help in outside life as well?
I don't think as a process. I think sometimes like with running, if you're running, the process you go through, the kind of the resilience you have, that does you can see that transfers to life. You know you can do a challenge, and therefore you can, if you stick at it and you follow a process, you can get through it. With swimming, it's not quite the same. It just helps you cope with, like, at times where things have been a little bit more out of balance and work, not suffered with stress, but just when your life gets a bit crazy, like the cold showers in the morning, just help you kind of just have a bit of a calmer edge during the day. So like I used to do the cold shower, a bit of the calm app, and a bit of yoga, and that sets you up for the day. That's about setting your mind really and just sorting out your cortisol response to what
And
happens in the day.
obviously, you did a half marathon, so you've been an inspiration in terms of me wanting to do half marathons and marathons. And when you were doing that half marathon, um, did you have any mental battles? And if so, how did you overcome them?
I think with running for me, there's always some mental battle. Like, I can't do it. I need to stop and walk. I'm not an athlete. I did the marathon because friends were doing it. We started doing a 5k. I think years ago I did Race for Life, and then we didn't. And then we started running around Attenborough. And we built it up to 5k, and that was a massive thing. And then we thought, oh, and then my friends Haley and Sarah, they were, oh, we want to do the next thing, we want to do the next thing. So we did couple of 5k races, and then they went in for half marathons. And I did a couple of those until one of them injured me because I just didn't have time to train. But the mental battle, really, and go back to your question, is just having it just in your head, just your head telling you you can't do it. No, oh, that pain, twinge in my leg, got a pain in my knee, or it's not working out today. Sometimes you do a run and it's just brilliant. You go out and you think it's easy, you set a pace, you cruise around and you think, oh, great, got a personal best. Other times, however long you've been doing it, I imagine it's just a slog. And so that helps in life. Like you think, well, I got through that in the rain because I had to. and I did it, even though I was telling myself I couldn't do it. So that process is really useful. So yeah, the mountain battles is, my head just always tells me I can't do it, or you need to stop and have a rest because you can't do it. Your breathing's out, can't do it. You just get in your own head, and in running, that's that's probably why I'm not a long distance runner, because the thought of doing 10k, but no, I can't do it.
Now coming towards the end of this, what are some like future goals or future visions for exercise in the future? Some things you're open to maybe pushing yourself with doing, or open to just remaining doing. What's something you're open to doing in the future in terms of exercise?
Just a little bit more of it, really. Obviously, I'm much older than a lot of your interviewees, so my goal is very different. My goal is not competitive. It's being able to have to be stronger in old age. Obviously, I'm not in old age yet, but I'm doing things today, so my 80-year-old self thanks me for being able to pick up a pen off the floor. So I do want to do more strength training. It's just time, it's filling in. I want to do more yoga, and just having routines like that. My strength training is only once a week, but at least that's a routine I've done for 8 years. Park run is great because then you go and do it. It's a routine. You can bribe yourself with having a nice breakfast afterwards. I've got to be exercising the ward, really. But yeah, the strength training is the most important thing, because you see the difference with that. I see people who are younger than me at work, struggling to lift boxes, and I think, well, I don't want to be that person. I kind of, you want to be stronger and fitter so you can keep enjoying life as long as possible. That is my ultimate goal.
Brilliant. Well, that's been my mother, Open Minded. Thank you for coming on. Thanks for watching. That wraps up season 3 of Open Minded. This season's had 10 episodes compared to the usual 6, so it's been really interesting to talk to the 10 people I've spoken to. And the things I've took away from it are, it's good to be nervous. You know, you're always going to feel that pressure. So how can you face it, and understanding that's actually a good thing, a good place to be. About pushing yourself, you know, why not push yourself 100% in certain moments? Why not go that next level, go that next step? But also, it's not always about pushing yourself. You know, sport's about being a better person, improving your well-being, improving your mind, improving your lifestyle. And sometimes it's good just to go out there and enjoy it. You know, recently when I've been running, I've just been going out there and running, not for times, but just for running, for running's sake. And that's okay. So I hope you enjoyed this season. Take it easy and stay tuned for season 4.